Good evening guys, Price Monkey here. Just a quick video this evening because there's not too much on the radar. Just before I begin, like I say, as usual, my views are not to be taken as trading calls or advice and for educational purposes only. Okay, let's start with the trades I took today. If you were following me on Twitter, you will have seen that I went long on gold. I also spoke about this yesterday. We got the move up as planned from, what was the area I had highlighted? Yeah, but it was more this area really, in the 1212 and 124 areas. Okay, where we took the long from, you see my entry there. Got up, broke the highs, which looked promising. Then we saw this strong move to the downside. Immediately I tightened my stop from its original place, which was, I think it was around here, 1121, or no, sorry, it was under these lows, 1119. Okay, immediately tightened it to under the price action that had occurred at my entry level. Then what did we see? It took out the low and carried on up. So a bit of a dirty tricks going on there, but not to worry. So what I'll do today is, tomorrow, I will assess what happens on the 4 hour. Perhaps we can get in for long again, but at the moment there's nothing to say. No safe place to put stops at the moment. But we'll wait for tomorrow. It does look like it's starting to struggle now on its way up. I think when we get up to these 1139, 1140 areas, we might start to see sellers coming in. Perhaps even the longer term sellers to continue the long term move down. As you can see, this is where my original target was. Get rid of that line. Okay. So like I said, we'll wait for tomorrow and see what happens. The other trade I took was the pound yen. Okay, so you can, if you watched my video yesterday, you will have seen or heard that this was previously discussed. So we got the move up. Entry was here, 173.51. Okay. So move up into this supply area and immediately move down. But once we got into this supply, I did move my stop to break even because I was mindful that we are actually into a weekly resistance level. So if you look along this line, the 1175 areas, this is a good resistance level on the weekly. So I was mindful of that, and that is probably the reason why we didn't manage to make new highs. So as you can see now, we're breaking these lows. Let's see them in a little. So we'll probably see a move down to the at least down to these lows, 171.28. Maybe tomorrow. We do have some news from some yen news, Bank of Japan governor speech at 2:30 AM. So that might have some effect, more than likely. Nothing too clear on that, to be honest. Okay. So what else have we got on the horizon? Okay, so the Aussie Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Okay, so we've got news out at 12:30 AM. That's GMT time, UK time. Okay. So you can see we made this daily engulf today. Is this the start of the move down again for the next few days? I can't be sure yet, because even though we made this bearish bull engulf, we are on support. What we might see tomorrow is perhaps a move up into back into the sort of mid levels of this daily candle, and then we'll see reactions there, and we'll see which way they want to take it. Like I say, we are on support. It is kind of messy at the moment, even though the price action does look nice to the downside. We did get a nice reaction from this sort of pivoty support, turn resistance, orange line I've drawn in. I'll get rid of that now. But I wouldn't like to go short on this yet. What I'd like to see is moves back up into this daily engulf and some strong, perhaps 4-hour price action back into these highs or mid levels to go short. Okay, and of course, all once the news is out of the way. Okay, so let's move on to oil. Okay, so oil, as you can see, we've made another nice move down today. Looking at the 4-hour, I think I did make a tweet about this earlier. I'd like to see moves back up into this area, the 33 areas, to go short, carry on the move down. We do have crude inventories tomorrow, which will have some effect, not usually too much of a big mover, and that's at 3:30 in the afternoon, GMT UK time. So what I expect is probably a bounce from the 30.32 to 29.74 areas back up to these 33 areas, and then we'll be positioning for a move down. Okay, back down to $30 again, and take it from there. Simple as that, really, for that one, for crude. Okay, so onto the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, as you will have seen in my analysis yesterday, I talked about getting long. I did have a limit order actually on this at 1.0855 after that bull engulf that we can see here on the 4-hour. What happened is we didn't get the retrace down to get in on board that. To be honest, my target would have been up here anyway, so I wouldn't have why has that just moved? I wouldn't have taken profit on this. I would have got stopped out at break even. I would have got to 1-to-1, and because I knew this was a strong area of resistance. Also, we had seen a strong move down from potential the top of the potential from the top of the range. So potentially this is a move down to the bottom end now. Looking at daily, so back to 4-hour, I would have moved my stop to break even anyway, because of that risk of the move down, which we did see. So it would have been a break even trade. Okay, so where did we go from here? So we've broken this area. We're now at the bottom of this trend channel. What I expect to see tomorrow, I think we'll probably start to, if we might get a bounce back up to this resistance area. Obviously it depends on news as well, but then I expect to see continuations to the downside now, back towards towards the lower end of the range. Maybe not too far down. Let's have a look at this weekly chart. Yeah, so perhaps back to 1.0692. Okay, so another only really another 100 points or pips move down. Okay. So potential setups. The only thing I'm seeing that's interesting at the moment is on the NASDAQ and the S&P. As you can see, they're both kind of in line at the moment. So I think tomorrow we might see some intraday movements up into the 1920s on the S&P, and on the NASDAQ we're looking at up into the 4237s, and take it from there really. Obviously we need to wait for price action. If I'm going to say we, I'm talking about me, if I'm going to get involved on this. So we'll just wait and see what develops tomorrow to see if I can get on the long side of this, but nothing that stands out too much. Let me just double check this gold chart again. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so thanks for listening, guys. As always, my views are not to be taken as traded calls or advice. Okay, just for educational purposes only. See you guys tomorrow, and I will make analysis as it unfolds through the London session. Okay, bye.